Have you ever been overwhelmed by a moment that made you feel small, but also deeply aware that you are standing in the presence of something far greater than yourself? That's the kind of moment Prophet Ezekiel had. In Ezekiel chapter 1, we find one of the most interesting visions in the Bible. A windstorm, flashes of lightning, glowing creatures with four faces, like a lion, an ox, a man, and an eagle, and wheels within wheels, all moving in perfect harmony. It's strange, it's powerful, it's hard to take all of them in. But at the center of all this, Ezekiel sees something else. Above the creatures, there is a throne. And on the throne is someone who looked like a man surrounded by brilliant light. Ezekiel, just like Isaiah and John Revelator in their throne vision, is seeing the glory of God. And once again, we find the cherubim, powerful beings, right next to God's throne. We see this pattern across scripture. In the tabernacle, cherubims are embroidered in the curtains separating the Holy of Holies. On the Ark of the Covenant, two golden cherubim stood above the mercy seat where God's presence would appear. In the Psalms, God is described as riding on cherubim soaring across the sky. These beings are always close to God's presence, not as a decoration, but as a messenger, guidance, and reflection of His holiness and glory. And like burning coal, they remind us that God's holiness is not something casual, it's purifying. When Ezekiel sees this vision, he is not just looking at angelic creatures, he is witnessing how far humanity has fallen from the glory and the holiness of God. That's a humbling realization, and it leads to the same conclusion we saw in Isaiah's story. We need grace. We need the gospel. We need the one who purifies us, who brings us near to the throne, not in fear, but in faith. So, when you think about the holiness of God, how do you measure up? The question isn't meant to crush us. It is meant to point us back to Christ, our mediator and our hope. Let us come near today, not because we are worthy, but because Jesus has made the way, and that is the nugget. Thank you for studying. I will see you tomorrow.